Here I am at Daddy-O in West Village with Phil. We're going to have a couple of whiskies and just have a bit of a chat about the venue. So how long have you been here, Phil?
We've been here 18 years.
18 years?
Just had our 18-year anniversary,
That's
July
pretty cool.
10th.
How many whiskies do you have here?
We have approximately, under the whiskey category, I would say close to probably 300, all in total, with American, Scotch, Irish, Japanese.
Do you have a particular flavour or anything you like to focus on in particular?
I like American myself. Personally, I'm a Maker's Mark and water drinker.
Okay.
Personally, it's my go-to drink.
And I usually ask, what's the most unusual whiskey you've got?
One of the most unusual, I'd say, would be this Chardonnay R5,
Okay.
made with hops.
Okay.
It's actually really delicious. You have to think outside the box, as they did to make this, but it really is a delicious whiskey.
Right, that we might have to give that one a bit of a try.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Do you do flights?
We do. We have a little small flight program with.
So if I wanted to get a flight, what ones do you have made up?
We have an American whiskey with Heaven Hill. Includes like a Larceny, Evan Williams single barrel. We also have a Japanese flight, a Scotch flight. We have an Irish whiskey flight as well.
Okay.
We also have a gin flight.
A gin flight?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. What sort of food do you serve here?
We serve, I would call it like a little upscale American bar food. Twist, we have a few Mexican items on our menu as well. Kind of takes on American food. Things from regional, from where I grew up, are on the menu. I use a lot of my family recipes. My father owned a pizzeria growing up, so like our wing sauce and some hot sauces and other sauces we use are family recipes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's nice. What hours do you open, and is there a best time to come here?
Well, we open weekdays at 11:30, weekends at 11 a.m., and we are open until 4 a.m., 7 days a week.
So 11:30 is an early start. Most bars
is.
I've been to are kind of opening 4 or 5 p.m.
Yeah, we're like we're a neighborhood kind of spot, so New York has people that work at all different hours and have different days off, and like to go out and bop around the
Yep.
city and have little cocktails throughout the day,
Yep.
on their days off.
Yeah, have
Yeah,
a lunch and maybe a drink plus having lunch. Yeah, nice.
It's a very common thing. Whereas a New Yorker, you go out, you grab a little lunch, you have a cocktail, and you bop around to a few other, locals,
Yep.
and have a drink at each one, spend an hour at each or so.
Yep.
And that's how you spend your day.
Phil, when did you start being a bartender?
I started in January 1991.
Wow, okay,
in
that's
college.
cool. So I started my business in May 1991, registered the company in July 1991, so it's about the same time.
Nice.
So cool.
Yeah, a long time, 26 years basically.
Exactly, yeah, 26 years, cool. And is this the only bartendering job you've had? What else? Tell me a bit about that.
I worked with kids for 5 years while I was in college and after college for a few more years. I'm in a special ed facility in upstate New York where I grew up in Rochester. I also was a personal trainer for several years. I actually was also involved with Chippendales for a bit.
Really? So were you one of the Chippendales?
I was, yeah.
Cool.
Back in the mid '90s. I also been bartended here in New York at a few different places, and then we opened up in July '99.
I see you've got telly up here. Do you have the game on?
Yes, we do.
Games,
Yeah, we play football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and soccer.
Oh, the soccer, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm a big soccer fan. I
Myself included.
played soccer since I was 7
Me
years
too.
old. So,
That's when I started playing.
What's your favourite position?
I played forward.
I never got to be a forward.
Yeah, I played like a wing.
On the
side.
wing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you must have been fast.
I had some wheels.
Yeah. Well, my job would have been to bring you to the ground.
All right, I gotcha.
All right, so we talked about one of the whiskies. Are there maybe 2 other whiskies that you would recommend we give a try to?
Well, a couple of my favorites are, I'm a big fan of the Green Spot and Yellow Spot, but also some of the Japanese whiskeys. I like Japanese. They're kind of a hybrid of American and Scotch, how I kind of describe them to people.
Phil, we've got a couple of whiskies here. Do you want to just, we'll start with this one. This has got some strange character on the front.
It sure does. This is our proprietary whiskey. This is our Daddy-O single barrel bourbon. It's from Wild Turkey, and it's part of their Kentucky Spirit line, which is a single barrel 8-year bourbon.
And this one here, Old Portero.
Old Potrero. This is from
Potrero?
San Francisco. It doesn't make it east of the Mississippi that often. It's from Old Potrero Hill. It's from the people who own Maytag Blue Cheese. It's that same family, Sierra Nevada. Really delicious rye.
And this one here, the R5?
Yeah, R5. This is from Charbet. They are known for making rums and some vodkas and stuff like that. Really great products. The distiller owner, messing around, made this whiskey out of hops, which is really unique and delicious, actually.
So you said it's got a bit of a beer flavour.
Yes, it does. And being not a really big beer drinker myself, this product is really delicious.
Excellent.
Unbelievable.
And this last one here, Angel's Envy?
Yeah, one of my favorites out there right now as far as a rye. It's Angel's Envy rye. It's finished in Caribbean rum cask, so you get a lot of the rum notes from the cask in the whiskey. Definitely different from any rye that you've ever probably tasted before.
Excellent. So we'll give these a bit of a taste.
Yeah.
And come back in a few minutes.
Sure.
Do you have any tasting nights or appreciation nights?
We do. We do consumer tastings with brands, generally Monday through Thursdays, where a brand will come in and either do a little kind of small group seminar with guests at a table where they talk about the brand, explain everything about whatever spirit that they're representing, and give taste. And then we do a lot of like little cocktails. Well, give people taste of cocktails that this made with the spirit.
Mixed with that spirit.
Yeah, so they can enjoy it in a cocktail, and they've also had the experience of enjoying it neat. With the brand ambassador.
Do I need to book for those nights?
No, it's kind of open to the public. Yeah.
How do I find out about those nights?
You find out through our website, Daddy-O NYC.
DaddyONYC.com.
Yes.
Excellent.
Or our social media, Facebook.
Social media,
so
Facebook.
Daddy-O NYC. Twitter is Daddy-O NYC.
Do you take bookings at all? So if I wanted to turn up with a group of friends?
No, we don't. We're a small establishment. As you can see, it's like holds about 80 people. So for us to really kind of like take reservations, it's kind of difficult because we're open all day.
Yep.
We do at times like if a large group is coming in, we can say
you could book the bar,
we can like say we can hold a table and then we can put some together for you as the night goes along, so you have a place for your guests to like put their stuff or belongings.
So if I wanted to do that, I'd just ring up and have a chat with you guys and just see if I can do that. Okay.
For sure.
So I've enjoyed my time here at Daddy-O's. It strikes me very much as a classic American bar with a strong focus on whiskies and other spirits. If you really just want that real American experience, I recommend coming here and you'll have a great time. If you can catch Phil here, you're going to have an even better time. But catch up and have a chat with all the staff behind the bar. So we're just wrapping up here with, I always say this wrong, Lefroy, a Lefroy 15. So, which Phil has very generously shared with me. It's very rare now, you can't get hold of it very often. So, cheers Phil.
Cheers.
Thank you for a great time.
You're welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers.